You gotta pick one of the ones on the TV. Tiger.
Tigers.
Auburn first. All right, do you like the Cardinals or the Creighton Blue Jays, Quinn? Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
All right. Do you like the Michigan, the Big M, or do you like the Tritons?
Notre Dame.
Good answer.
Notre Dame.
No, we don't like, Notre Dame doesn't like those. But which one do you like? Which picture do you like?
That.
The Tritons? Good choice, Quinny. Well, you're my dog.
Yay!
What about Texas A&M or the Yale Bulldogs? Bulldogs do really well in these tournament picks. All right, Quinny, what about the Rebels? Do you like the blue guy or do you like the guy with the red hat? You like the red hat guy?
Is that
Okay.
Ole Miss?
Ole Miss. All right, Iowa State Cyclones, that's the Cardinal, or the Bisons? I know your stuff's falling.
Red card.
Red Cardinal? Okay. All right, what about the Golden Eagles or the Lobos?
Bubbles.
I don't even need to look to know I like the Lobos. Quinny, you can look on Daddy's computer too. Do you like Michigan State or the Bryant Bulldogs?
Dogs.
Dogs. Good choice. What about the Alligators or the Spartans?
I don't do those.
Yeah. Quinn's efficient. That's what I like. All right, what about the Huskies or the Sooners? Which one do you like, Quinn?
Too good.
Sooners? You like that one?
This one.
Yeah, you like the Sooners. Good job. What about the Tigers or the Rams?
Yes.
Rams? That's probably the most common upset.
And this.
Okay, what about the Terrapins? It's a turtle, or the Antelopes?
Antelope.
Which one of these two do you like? Do you like the Antelopes, the purple one? Or do you like the turtle?
It's a tulip.
You're picking the turtle? You're picking the turtle? Okay. What about the Tigers or the Bulldogs?
Bulldogs. I want a bulldog.
That's a tiger. Do you want the tiger or do you want the doggy?
Doggy.
Doggy? Okay. Do you like Texas Tech or do you like the Seahawks?
Seahawks.
Seahawks? Okay. All right, what about these two, Quinn? You've got a Jayhawk and you've got a Razorback. It's like a piggy.
I want a piggy.
Piggy? Okay. What about these ones? St. John's or Nebraska Omaha?
Let's go.
You like the cow?
Cow. I want a cow.
Which one of these pictures do you like the best?
This.
That guy? Duke? Okay. What about Bulldogs or Bears?
Bear.
You like the big bear?
Those are big things.
Okay, Baylor it is. Now what about this one? The Ducks or the Flames?
Duck. Duck. Those are the ones.
Not
Those
surprised.
are ducks.
What about the Wildcat or the Kangaroo, the Zips?
Kangaroo.
Okay.
6.
What about Cougar and Rams?
Rams.
Okay. Look at these
That's
ones,
a
Quinn.
Rams.
You picked the Rams. What about Badgers or Grizzlies?
Let's show this.
In brief intermission. Luckily, she goes through like 3 or 4 of these at a time. And then... All right, Quinn. Do you like the Badgers or the Grizzlies? You are gassy. All right, this one is St. Mary's or Vanderbilt.
I want the beans.
Do you like St. Mary's or do you like the Star?
Cow.
Star?
Yeah.
Oh, you want St. Mary's? Okay, St. Mary's. This one's Alabama. It's an elephant. Or this Robert Morris Colonial Guide. Which one do you like here, Quinn? For the first round.
Tips.
Quinn, which one?
This.
Elephant?
I'm a pig.
Okay, which kitty cat? They're both cougars. Which one do you like better?
This.
Ah, darn it. 16 seed upset. That's okay.
I don't think
Which bulldog do you like better, Quinn? Quinny, which doggy do you like better? Which one?
this.
Georgia?
Those
All right.
are.
Bulldogs do very well with these kids. All right, Quinny. Do you like the tiger paw print or do you like the cowboy?
Papa.
Which one of these two?
This.
You do like the cowboy. Okay, cool.
Kids.
All right, which one of these?
Kids.
The Panthers? High Point Panthers? I think Daddy picked them too. All right, this is a big one, Quinn. Which of these do you like? Do you like Illinois? Do you like Texas Longhorns? Do you like the Xavier Musketeers? Which of these ones? Texas. Right?
Dang it.
Both kids always pick Texas. All right, do you like, which one of these do you like, Quinn? Do you like the Wildcats or the Trojans? Which picture?
This.
Kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Okay, a bear or a bull? UCLA? All right. And then last one, Quinn. Which doggy do you like?
This.
Wofford? All right. Good job. Got through the first round. Oh, Quinny. Quinny. Oh, well, they got a tough bracket. Ooh, the Tritons?
Question.
Good job. All right, Quinny. Cyclones or the Rebels? That one? Cyclones, the Cardinal? Okay. All right. The Lobos or the Bulldogs? Which one? Those are the Wolves, the Lobos, or the Bulldogs? You like that one? Okay. The Lobos and Bulls. Winnie, what about these ones? Do you like the Alligators or the Sooners? Alligators? Yeah, alligators, right? And then Turtles or the Rams? Turtles.
Whose belly's that hanging out?
Bulldogs or Seahawks? Seahawks? Okay, Queenie, look, we got the Razorbacks and we've got the Mavericks, the cow. Which one do you like?
Those are Omaha.
Omaha? Okay.
Omaha.
Do you like Duke or the Bears? Alright. I know. I'll trust me, I will put Notre Dame as your national team. Do you like the duck or the kangaroo? Duck? Alright. You have the Bears, the Grizzlies. Alright, Montana, 4-3 season, Sweet 16. Alright, Quinn. Alabama or St. Mary's? Yeah. Alright, which one do you like here? The Bulldogs? Alright.
By yourself?
Didn't you mind on that one? Cowboys or Panthers?
No.
Which one? This one? You like the Panthers? Okay. What about the Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns? You like the Longhorns? Both. You love Texas. Alright, Quinny. Last one of this round. Do you like the Volunteers, the doggy, or the bear? Bear? Alright, Bruins. Good job, girlie.
Look at the TV.
Which one are you gonna pick? Are you picking the Tigers or the Titans? Tigers. Good choice. Alright, Quinny. Cyclones or Lobos?
Okay.
Cyclones? Alright. What about this one? Alligator or turtle? Which one do
Did
you
she
want?
pick
Bear or
Auburn?
the turtle?
Yeah.
Turtle? I was really holding out hope she'd have a 1-3-1 there, but Maryland advances. All right, Seahawks or Omaha Mavericks? Is your foot not in all the way? There you go. All right, Quinny, look. Seahawks or Omaha Mavericks? Mavericks?
Yeah.
All right, what about the Ducks and the Bears? Duckies? All right, this one or this one? Elephants? Good choice. All right, Georgia or the you like the Bulldogs or the Panthers, Quinn? Bulldoggies? Okay. And then the Bears or the Texas Longhorns? Texas? All right. Good job. On to the Elite Eight we go. All right, Quinny. Here you go. Tigers or Cyclones? Tigers or Cyclones? Cyclones? Ooh. You gotta pick one, Quinn. You point. Which one do you like?
This.
Darn it. Wait, tigers?
Tiger.
All right, good choice.
Knock it out.
All right, what about the turtles or the Omaha Mavericks?
Omaha.
Omaha? All right, what about the elephants or the ducks?
Ducks.
Ducks? Okay, and then the Bulldogs or Texas Longhorns?
Corn.
The Longhorns? Which one? The orange one? That one? Okay. All right, that's quite the final four there.
A follow.
All right, Tigers or Omaha Mavericks? Which one do you like, the tiger or the cow?
This one.
The Tigers?
Tiger.
All right. And then, Quinny, this one, the Ducks or the Longhorns?
Longhorn.
Oh, Quinny! Good job.
I love my mommy. I love marbles.
Good job. All right, Tigers or the Longhorns?
Longhorn.
Texas? You think Texas is gonna win it?
Ooh.
Go like this. Say hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
You say hook
How
'em.
do I do that?
You're gonna put these here, these fingers down, and put this finger up. Like that. Like this.
I don't want to put this one anymore.
Hook 'em.
Woo.
Say hook 'em.
You say hook 'em,
How do I do that?
but can you say hook 'em?
Hook 'em.
Yeah.